Hello, my friends. Coming to you from somewhere on Illinois 13. I'm not looking at you because I'm driving safe, keeping my eyes on the road here, so to speak. So, I just want to share with you something. Here's a little tale from the kitchen of the back rooms of singer-songwriter land. This is on my way to a show up north, and had a venue contact me and tell me after I've driven 50 miles that they needed to cancel the show tonight because some other thing was going on in town, and they'd only had a little bit of business all day, and they were completely dead, and everything like that. So now, this does happen occasionally in this business. And honestly, I'm usually like, yes, I understand, even though it's not my fault. And now I just lose out on the show through no fault of my own, because I could have booked it somewhere else, but I booked it with you. And, so I just lose out. But I'm always, when this happens, I'm almost always understanding, and I always just don't make a fuss over it too much, unless a venue starts to make a habit of this. Now, I've had that happen recently too, and I had to basically break up with them. And it's amazing to me sometimes how they feel like they're entitled to do this because they're a small business owner, and they have to make a profit. Believe me, I'm sympathetic to that. I'm a very pro-business kind of person. But I'm a business too in some ways. And when you book my services to the exclusion of other business, and then you cancel me, well, then I just eat that cost. So I look at this as a very symbiotic relationship. I don't want to hurt a business. When they're having a bad day and they're going to be very dead, they're just going to lose their ass, I don't want to hurt them. Worse, I don't want to do that. I want to be an asset to them, and I want to work in a symbiotic way with them. I just would hope that these businesses would understand that when I do that, and I don't make a problem over it, because I could. I don't make a problem over it, but they kind of owe me one then. I got into a thing with another business, it's probably been 10 years ago, where they called at the last minute and canceled the show. And in this case, I had other musicians booked to play with me too. So it not only hurt me, it hurt them too. And I really didn't like that. And I said, well, listen, okay, I understand, but let's rebook that show as soon as we can. And they said, okay, yeah, sure. Thanks a lot for being so understanding. I said, okay, no problem. Well, a couple weeks later, I called them and said, hey, let's rebook that show. You remember you said you would rebook that show? And they said, yeah, we'll get around to that, yeah. And I asked them again next week, and the week after that, and a couple more times I was asking them to do this. And finally, the lady got irritated with me. See, that's when it gets stupid. You're the one who did this, not me. This is on you, and you kind of owe me at this point. And I've been very patient and very understanding with you. I could have demanded payment in full when you canceled that show because we had a contract. And if you didn't want to pay it, I could take you to small claims court and yada, yada, yada. I don't want to do all that. I just want you to treat me decently. That's all I'm asking for here. Treat me decently, and I'll treat you decently. Most businesses are very good about it. Most places are very understand my point of view on this too. And it's not just my point of view. It's every musician, every working musician out there deals with this. But every now and then you get one who's very entitled and feels like they can just do whatever they want because they're big potatoes and you're small potatoes. Well, to me, that's always the definition of character right there. How you treat somebody who you feel like can't do anything for you. You feel like you can treat them badly, and you do. That tells me a lot about you. So anyway, just thought I'd give you that little glimpse into the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens sometimes. And I'm always just happy to go home and write another song. got 2 more shows this weekend. You know, I'll be okay, hopefully. And of course, this one was a travel weekend for me, so this really screws me up because I had this all planned out, and so my logistics are fouled up, and my costs are going to go up as well because of this. But again, I always try to work with the business. I want them to understand. I just hope they understand that I'm doing that, and they appreciate that, and they don't try to take advantage of me like this other venue did that I had to get rid of this week. So anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm going to drive on home now and spend the evening with my lovely wife instead, which, frankly, it's a pretty good consolation prize. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.